maybe we would now tell the other side of the story. So we have, Otto Warburg, who is often credited with sort of starting the somatic mutation theory, and a whole host of very smart people that work on this perspective. But we have also other theories or other perspectives on how cancer might have developed. So from the metabolic side, from the mitochondrial metabolic theory perspective, we could tell the story of Otto Warburg. Otto Warburg got the Nobel Prize for his work on respiration, or on oxidative phosphorylation of normal cells and cancer cells. And in 1956, he published this sort of seminal paper where he was arguing on the origin of cancer cells, where he was arguing what is the actual primary cause or initial insult that you observed in cancer cells for cancer cells to behave as cancer cells. And he postulated that this could be due to respiratory injury, he called it. So that this is, in that time, the mitochondria were not even fully characterized. These were the grana, so we couldn't even see where, but it was known that within these grana, which are mitochondria, this is where oxidative phosphorylation is occurring, which is the generation of ATP, more efficient generation of ATP in the cell. But when he was working on cancer, he observed that cancer cells display fermentation, so lactic acid fermentation. So cancer cells in that time from tissue samples, from spontaneous tumors, he observed that these cells were fermenting, were producing lactic acid despite sufficient oxygen, even in hyperoxia. So he postulated that maybe there's something wrong with the respiratory apparatus of the cell. This was both in vitro and in vivo. And he postulated that this might be sort of the underlying problem, the metabolic problem that cancer cells are sort of driven by.